Welcome to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangi, and today we are in the kitchen and I am cooking up for you a recipe that I've been enjoying out of the air fryer. Now, for those of you who have been around for a couple of minutes, you know that we just recently replaced our stove and we were actually without an oven for a couple of months. And so I have been utilizing my air fryer a lot, and one of the things that I've been making in the air fryer is a low-carb pizza. I like to make the Fathead pizza dough, which is just some cheeses, almond flour, and egg, and a pinch of salt, and it makes a really delicious thin crust pizza. So that's what I'm gonna make for you guys today, so let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So a couple of things that I wanna make note that you are going to need. You are going to need a rolling pin, scissors. Why? Because you also need parchment paper. Some non-stick cooking spray. I'm just using this extra virgin olive oil spray. And then let's talk about the ingredients. Very simple. You need, this is my almond flour. It's fine blanched almond flour. Cream cheese. You're gonna need some mozzarella cheese. You're gonna need an egg. You're gonna need some salt. And then you're gonna need whatever it is that you like to top your pizza with. Now I'm gonna try to move fast because we have karate tonight, so I'm gonna try to get everything thrown together and show that this really comes together kind of quick. So the first ingredient that it calls for is 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese. Now, I don't have time to shred this, so I'm actually going to be cutting this up as small as I can with the time that I have. I gotta leave in 30 minutes. So here we go. Alright, so that's about half the block of cheese, of mozzarella cheese. To make this go faster, you can get the, buy the bags of shredded cheese. But you have to be careful because they put starches in there to keep the cheese from clumping, and it will add carbs to your meal. All right, so there's our cheese and our cream cheese. I'm gonna throw this into the microwave at 30-second intervals and mix it until it all comes together. So while my cheese is melting, I'm going to go ahead and preheat our air fryer to 370. There we go. For about 5 minutes. All right, guys, you can see that my cheese has melted together beautifully, and now we are going to work in our almond flour. We're going to stir in 3/4 cup of almond flour, and like I said, this is fine blanched almond flour. I get this is the Blue Diamond almond flour from Sam's Club, and I really like it. All right, I'm gonna add a pinch of pink Himalayan sea salt, and I'm gonna add 1 egg. Oops, probably should have done that separate, but that's all right. All right, and now we're going to get this all incorporated, and you do, at some point, you're gonna have to get your hands in there and get it all squished. That's all right. And while you're working this together, if at any time it gets too firm to work, you can just put it back in the microwave for a few minutes to make it soft again. All right, this is the part where I like to get my hands in. This is really messy. If you leave your dough like this, you can actually, without adding spices to it, just leaving it with just the salt, you can actually do a lot of different recipes with this dough. You can even use it for sweet things. I'm gonna set this aside for just a second. Make sure that it's all. So I have 2 pieces of parchment paper here, and I'm actually gonna take my dough. I'm gonna cut this in half because I'm only gonna use half of it for a couple of reasons. One, I'm the only one eating it, and for another, only half of it will fit in my air fryer at a time. So this is perfect. This does keep in the refrigerator. I actually kept, the last time I made it, I kept it in the refrigerator for I think like 3 or 4 days before I used the rest. And then when I was ready to use it, I took it out and just popped it in the microwave for a few seconds to get it soft again. This half, like I said, we're just gonna leave it in a bowl like that. All right, put it right here in the middle of this paper, kind of make it into a disc shape. Wrap it up really good. Stick it in a Ziploc bag. And then use this at another time. And then when I'm ready to use it, like I said, I will warm it up in the microwave, get it soft, kind of unfold it, kind of have to scrape it to get it all back to the middle. Put a piece of parchment paper over it and then roll it out and it's good to go. There we go. Really helps to keep that from sticking. Okay. Got my handy dandy French rolling pin. And so you're about like a 1/4 inch thick. You just want to make sure that your crust can fit in your air fryer. That looks good. I got it a little too thin there, so I'm just gonna fold this over, kind of mash it back out. You don't want to get it too thick because you want it to be done all the way through. All right, I'm gonna take my fork that I used to scramble my egg and just go through here. Okay, and now we're gonna bake it. So we're gonna plop this down into our air fryer basket. This is what mine looks like, and remember it's warm from where we preheated it. There we go. Just kind of lay it out flat. And you want to make sure that your, if your parchment paper sticks up, you don't want it to stick up too far where it gets caught in the fan. I think mine's going to be okay. Okay. All right, we're going to check this. I'm going to put this in for about 5 minutes and then check it. We just want it to be golden brown. Hello. And then while this is running, I'm going to go ahead and get my toppings ready. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that looks good. All right, so that looks good. It probably could go for a little bit longer. You just want to make sure that it's cooked through, because once you get the toppings on there, it's going to kind of go quickly. All right, so I'm going to transfer this real quick. And then you top it your favorite way. It's what I have on hand for the moment. We're going to do a couple of tablespoons. This is just spaghetti sauce. That's what I already have. I really like white sauce pizza. That's my favorite. Okay. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to top with my cheese. And then we've got some pepperoni. You can load it up with all the pepperoni. Okay, and then I'm gonna put some bacon. And then we're gonna put this right back to get the toppings melted and heated through. Sometimes the fan will blow this around. So hopefully, if it does, I'll just put everything back. All right, that looks good. All right, friends, that looks perfect. You can really smell that bacon. It smells delicious. And I like to drizzle mine with some Frank's Red Hot sauce. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Even if you are not low carb, this really is a delicious and enjoyable crust. So you might want to give it a try. So good. Be sure to check all the videos out because you could win an air fryer, and I will link the video that talks about how you can do that in the description box below. So anyway, until next time, guys, remember to be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared. God bless. Bye, guys.
What makes your garden grow? Water and sunshine. What makes your spirit grow? Knowing that she'll be mine.